Now to the black tide. Hundreds of thousands of gallons of oil continue to pour into the Gulf. Crews continue to try and tweak the containment dome sitting on top of the crippled well. On the surface, as a massive slick spreads, so does the damage. Coast Guard Administrator Thad Allen, the government's point man for the disaster, says, quote, there will be oil out there for months to come. Tensions and emotions are rolling in Florida's panhandle, much of it aimed at BP. This is more workers are arriving to deal with the oil. News Channel 5's Carolyn Scofield is the only local television reporter live in Pensacola. She joins us now with more on what's happening there today. Carolyn?
Tanya, the number of people working to clean up the tar balls here and those working to stop the heavy oil from reaching the shore continues to increase. There are now almost 300 people assigned to tar ball cleanup alone from here in Pensacola all the way over to Panama City. But that's not enough, according to some angry Pensacola residents. Tar balls on the shore, skimmers working just a mile out. Tensions in Pensacola are bubbling like the partially capped well still spilling oil into the Gulf. Now tell me a little bit about what you've got in your hands and what you're wearing right there.
Well, this is an oil-drenched bird, and this is my mask to help filter out the fumes of the oil and the gas.
Protesters lined the streets around a BP gas station, waving signs, chanting, and occasionally debating.
We're not boycotting them. We're trying to get people to get help.
Lynn Laird says it's his job to protest BP. He's the vice chairman of the Escambia County Soil and Water District.
I was elected to protect the soil and the water and the air of Escambia County, and it's being polluted. It's being destroyed. And I'm here to protest.
The protest and the continuing threat of oil didn't dampen the crowds along Pensacola Beach. The annual Fiesta Sand Sculpture Contest went on as planned, and plenty of people played in the water that at this point still appears clear. The Escambia County Department of Public Safety says there are finger-like stretches of thick oil anywhere from 1 to 5 miles out. As waves and tar balls roll in, these protests will roll on. Gwen recently moved to Pensacola from Atlanta.
A lot of times we just sit and watch things, and then when it gets too painful, we turn our head away. But you got to do something about it.
And you can see those protesters brought their signs to the beach this afternoon. And in fact, the crowd even grew from what we saw over at that BP station. Now, also this afternoon, crews worked to stretch more absorbent oil boom out to protect the local waterways. Reporting live in Pensacola, Carolyn Scofield, WPTV News Channel 5.